Good morning, my Destiny friends, my friends of all people today, from all over the world. Good morning, how are ya? I hope you're doing well. It's Sunday. Not quite the crack of dawn, but it's pretty close. The sun's still getting up here in Jackson, Ohio. We are doing the best we can. I got a little bit of sleep last night. I'm in pretty good spirits. I'm always trying to be in pretty good spirits. It's attitude. Okay, I sound all right. How is everybody? Welcome, friends. I hope you're doing well. Let me wash my fingers. It's been an exciting week. We've gotten many things done, many accomplishments. The stream is run well this week. The stream, me, I'm just a mess. I'm a haphazard mess. But the stream is done well. The equipment is done well this week. We got away from Streamlabs, so we end up having to get back into Stream Elements or something for alarms in the future when I get more money. But I'm still, that's off into the future. I'm not going to stress it. Not going to stress it. More money. Like my head's gonna pop off my shoulders. Everybody wants money. So anyway, streaming is not cheap, guys. Streaming is not cheap. Good thing I love it so much, and I love you guys. I do. I love you. And I'm glad you're here. My sister might pop in later on today when she gets up. I haven't talked to her in a minute, so that'd be good. But the stream, the technology has run good. I'm very happy with the way things have gone. We've gotten good video, good audio. The GPU, we tried to do 2560 by 18 or 1920 or something like that instead of 1080 1920 and I'm afraid to say Twitch didn't accept that. They did not accept that speed. They accepted 1600, which totally flailed, which means flailing, flailed out my Kindle and my cell phone, my smartphone. I kicked it back down to, what is that, 1920 by 1080, and it went, everything, the cell phone started acting alright again, and the Kindle has lost its little freaking marbles. I still haven't fixed the silk error with it. I've looked for updates, everything else. I've tried to load Chrome onto it. I'm going to have to keep trying. So it's a project, my little side project, technical project that I'm working on. So I set that off to the side. So that was one foul. So I can't say it was perfect. But I have to say, it turned out, I'm pretty happy. I'm awfully happy. I had an extra day off this week. Went to the grocery store. Got vegetables. Got all kinds of vegetables. Vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. My sister, my parents, my doctors ought to be happy with me. The fridge is full of vegetables. I didn't get no more milk. I might have to get some of it today. Some coconut milk so I can make those kebabs again. I want to make those kebabs. I think all I need's left is milk. Coconut milk. So I have to get some of that, and I need light bulbs for my little incense light that's in the stream room, the dream stream room, and it has turned out to be such a great dream. A dream come true. It does happen. I'm so excited. It makes me so happy. Anyway, so my little light for inside my wax cube incense holder that makes the room smell all nice and peaceful. Sit there and zen out, meditate, relax. Sit there and work on stuff and just kind of veg out. My light bulb burned up, and I ain't got no more spares, so I'm about to go get some more. So I have to do that today. I got to clean the house, so I got to do that today. I did not mow the grass. It got it yesterday. It was 93 degrees outside with a heat index of like 106, and it was humid. And in the evening, I don't know. I want to say like 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, about typical in Ohio, Jackson, Ohio. The sun got at the right angle. Things started cooling down. Little front moved in, and it rains cats and dogs. It rained cats and dogs. It did just rain and rain and rain. So it is what it was. It made a mess of things. Everything's starting to get a little moldy out there. Little fungi growing on it. I gotta spray some Clorox bleach liquid mixture, water and stuff to kill the fungus off. It's serious out there. So I have to check into the couple of spots where I got to do that. Got to keep an eye on the porches, like growing on the porches. I did not wear this last week. It does make my belly look big, but I don't mind. It's my sister-in-law made it for me. It's so sweet. I love Star Wars. My youngest brother loves Star Wars. She loves Star Wars. The whole light and dark saga. Some where else it is too. And my brother-in-law and my sister love it. I love it. I've loved it, I think, before them. So it's fine. So the technology's gone great. We lost a Kindle. I had an extra day off. I didn't mow the grass. I went to the grocery store on Friday, picked up my groceries, took care of that, figured it out. Had stream yesterday. I've been having short streams. That's the only thing I haven't liked. Very short streams. Like 2.5 hour streams. I want to get up to 3 or 4 hour streams. That's the bread I made yesterday, the dough. And it needs to sit there and warm up before I put it in the Dutch oven that's in the stove. The stove is on at 450. This will help warm it up. It's going to sit there for like a half hour. What time is it? 7 o'clock. 7:01. So, anyway, where was I talking? I was just rambling on, just talking. I don't remember. Oh well, move on to the next thing. So, 2 or 3 hours. I want to get up to 3 or 4 hours. It's about the max, unless something really like a raid. Because if my endurance of patience and sitting there all that time, watching the computer screen, playing, just sitting there, getting used to that. If I can't get up to 4 hours, I'm going to have a rough time with a raid. That's my thought process. And I need to get up more. And get up more hours and stuff like that. Because to increase viewership, you need wider exposure rates. Kind of like film. You want it more light in it. You gotta get it more exposed. So I need to get out there and catch some more of that light and the rays of Twitch and get that situated that way. And see if I can get some more people in here and like-minded people, like all of us, happy people, want positive and good things for each other. Community looks out for each other. Ain't gonna be all hateful, ain't gonna be all sex-ridden and rage baiting and just hating on each other and just hating on the world and all that kind of stuff. We don't want none of that. We want happy, peaceful people, happy, shiny people. So that's what we want. We want some people play games, hang out, We want this to be a safe place, is I think what I told one mod, a safe place. So people can go, and I heard Yellow was online this morning, surprised me, and I hope she does terrifically well. She's changing how she's doing things, and it sounds magnificent. And I'll steal an idea from her. Make this a safe place. That's what this should be. Safe for me, safe for you, and just, a good place. You can come, you can be who you are, you can be a nice person. If you're a poopy head, you're gonna go. You're gonna get the bane hammer. One of the mods or myself are gonna give you the bane hammer. So be nice. It's not that hard. Be kind. You can hang out. You can lurk. Nothing wrong with that. Just hanging out, chilling. You know, watching us do our thing. Watching me be a fool, act like a fool. Like Mr. T would say, act like a fool. So, just a safe place. That's what I want. And basically, it's therapy for me. We can have it so everybody learns and grows, and safe to talk about things that bother them. Find out information to help them get help if they need it, or in directions to get information or research for if they need it. Those are the things that I'm hoping for. To help people, help each other, empower each individual to be able to help themselves and help each other. And that means a lot to me. That really does mean a lot to me. I can talk about my experiences and stuff I'm going to put in my book, so it gets brought into reality. Once you speak it, you bring it into reality. And I'm speaking it, I'm bringing it into reality. It's sounding better and better. People catching on, people are liking it. So it's got good reviews. So I think it's a fabulous idea. So it gives me confidence and security to be able to do more of it, to write it, to put it down the way that I think it should be to help people. And back into helping people. That's what we're doing here, helping people. And I think it's all great. So that's really what I want for everybody. And of course, we're gonna play Destiny, and I'm gonna get I got a Amazon Prime Day. It was like 4 or 5 days or whatever. I ended up getting an NXZT Next capture card. It was usually $99.99, and I got it for $60. So we'll see if it's worth $60. See if it stutters or whatever else. I'm gonna use it. Got my Xbox in there already, and gonna play some variety games. Take that from my Jeanette, and take it from Yellows. Take it from what everybody's doing right now is they're diversifying their gameplay. They're playing other games, not getting so stressed. Destiny's a very stressful game. Very stressful. And it shouldn't be so stressful. I mean, there's a lot, basically performance and intellect and endurance and just a whole colossal full of stuff and stress from if you play trials, you play some, and you get a bunch of poopy heads in there saying awful stuff to you, awful. Violet Shade. I've been watching her, and a London-based young lady, and she is phenomenal too. She's got a spirit full of fire. She's amazing, along with all those other viewers that I've mentioned down in my recommended viewers, or recommended streamers. They're all got great spirits, great hearts, and just great people. Just all of them. And she's got fire. And basically, she was, she was tells it how it is, and she's diversifying, and she was playing trials, is where I was getting at, and she had some people in trials send her some really awful messages that she showed in stream, And she reported them. That's what you got to do. You got to report them, report them, report them on Xbox, PlayStation, Bungie.net. Report them everywhere. You can do it now. Say about a year and a half ago now, all the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Bungie all got together, or they didn't get together. They all set up systems so you can report players, and they're taking it serious. So if you got somebody, I hate to say this, says you're worth nothing, you're worthless, you need to commit suicide, and that's what I think close to what they told Violet Shade. That's what they tell me too. What I've had a couple times on it, and it's no place for video games. It is no place in reality. People, that's harassment, and I'm strongly against that. Something fierce. I was harassed to beyond my sanity. I lost it. Just cult-like harassment, and it put me in the hospital, along with my underlying condition, bipolar, and GAD. My anxiety killed me, worrying about it, all of it, and all this other stuff. And it's just horrible, and I don't like it. I don't put up with it. I try not to be. I try not to be an asshole, but overly aggressive with people. But there's no place with it. And what they told Violet Shade, and she reported them, there is no place on this planet Earth for somebody else to tell somebody that. Let alone because they got killed playing a video game. That's just harassment. If Bungie wants to fix trials, they said, "Oh, we got a low player turnout. There ain't nobody playing." Da 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 da. Fix that. That's what's wrong with trials. The toxic players harassing people that die and don't do as well and everything else in trials. All of us that play trials, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It has been awful, awful. And there's no place for it. And it needs to be. They have AI now. And before, you got that the person, the poopy head that writes that and comes through the system and lands in your inbox, you playing, having fun, trying to do the best you can, trying to get some loot, trying to have fun, hanging out with friends maybe, hanging out with the kids on the couch, and they see something like that. There needs to be an AI filter, just a basic, something simple, that is something like suicide or any of those, kill, death, blam, and it throws up a red flag on the sender side, and it gets reported automatically. And you can suspend people automatically. What the hell? AI is that smart? Fix freaking Sony's got big pockets. They got deep old pockets. They can do stuff like that. And if you want to fix trials, you want to get more people playing trials, you want to get people hanging out, fix that. I told Joe Black, Joe Over, I told him, I said, people are getting harassed. I've gotten harassed. Some awful, and I was very vocal about it. Very vocal. I texted him on Twitter, and there was somebody else that I was having a conversation with at the same time, and I was texting them too. And, I was tweeting, and it was all Twitterville, and I don't know. Every time I saw him, and he was like, "How's the games?" or "How's this?" or somebody at Bungie was saying, "How's this going?" or "How's this?" I said, "Fix this harassment shit. Fix this. People are being harassed. It's not right." The toxic people in the community. Back to the ragers and the baiters and everything else, getting all stoked up, getting everybody angry and upset. This toxic. And it's just perpetuating itself. It means continually feeding upon itself. You know, it's socially acceptable to behave like this. Well, it's not socially acceptable to behave like this. There are laws against some of this shit. Harassment laws. They need to enforce them. Now, I fell off the rocker there, my little rocking. I fell off the rocker. I crashed out, laying on the kitchen floor, spazzing out. Fix trials. That's how you fix it. Stop the harassment. Stop harassment in general. So anyway, so all in all, I've been doing. I had a real bad for the last 7 months. Pain. Not feeling good. It felt like somebody would grabbed a hold of all my muscles and my tendons in my body, and just brought all my muscles and tendons totally tight, and was trying to pull them off my body. It hurt. I had no flexibility, no malleability. It was hard to get around. My feet were swelled up. My ankles were swelled up. My calves were getting swelled up. I was miserable. Completely. It takes up amount of resources in my mental capacity thinking about, trying to squash out that pain and how I was feeling. Well, I ended up missing a whole day's worth of meds. I was not feeling good, out of it, tired. I wasn't sleeping, and I thought I took them, and I didn't take them. It happens. I call it delusional, thinking that I was going to take them, thinking that everything was all right. In reality, it really wasn't. Delusional. So I thought I took them. So the next day, I was like, I feel not healed, better. So I was like, okay, I feel better. What is going on? What happened? What's going on? What's changed? Well, I take my mental health pills, my medication for my mental health, every day religiously. And I check everything, and well, I did not take my morning dose, and I did not take my evening dose. My evening dose is the big dose. And I was like, all right. I checked my Wixella and all that stuff. I did not take it. I said, well, I got to take my mental health. And before I felt this bad, I was taking all my mental health medication. So I took all my mental health medication and didn't take my my COPD medication, my Wixella. It's for an inhaler. I didn't take it. So the next day, I did it twice a day. I take it. Was taking it. So I didn't take it twice again the next day, and it's 2 days in a row. And I was like, man, I'm starting to limber up a little bit. I'm starting to feel better. My mentality is better. I'm in a better mood, better spirit, better attitude. It's all about the attitude, people. You can conquer the world with a good attitude. And turned back around from there. I was like, the third day, I said, this is it. I got to call my doctor. Well, that was last week, like last Thursday, Friday, now Saturday, now Sunday. I'm taking my mental health pills, and they're all fine. They're all good. And that Wixella. So I got to get a hold of my pulmonologist and his office. It's a fiasco. And or send a text message through. Pardon me. See, I'm upset. The portal. Pardon me. The portal. A message to him, and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I've done. I'm not going to take this anymore because it makes me feel horrible. All these inhalers make me feel blah 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 blah. And I feel better now, and I'm not going back. So I get to tell them that I've been watching my oxygen. My oxygen levels are up. Usually I'm hovering at 90% blood level, oxygen blood level, saturation. And I'm up to 93, 94, so I'm actually doing better. So that's good. I've been inside mostly, so I've been outside in the nastiness, the funk, and just the funk outside going on. The mold, the mildew, the allergies, and all that kind of stuff. So I got the window and the door open now. Kind of trying it out, see how I am. I went outside a few times this morning, kind of hung out and that kind of thing. And I'm doing all right. So I did that. So that's one thing taken care of. It is a great relief to feel better. You heard me talk about it, say long lithium toxicity. Back in November and December. December, I was in the hospital for 3 months or 3 days. 3 days for lithium poisoning. It's the lithium I take for my mental health, from my bipolar. And I was in horrible shape. And ever since then, I've seen a whole bunch of doctors during that time period. A whole bunch of doctors. Now they were checking me out everywhere. And I got on this inhaler stuff, and I've felt awful since then. And I thought it was silent, I think they call it lithium toxicity, lithium poisoning, where I got poisoned because before then I got in an argument with my neighbor about his people coming and parking in my parking place, and he totally turned into a total jackass and wanted to argue with me, and I kept my cool. But my blood pressure, I was boiling. Oh, boiling. Ooh. But I stayed cool. Everything else, I internalized it, and my blood pressure got 178 over 118. I went to see my psychiatrist, and I felt awful. I felt just totally awful. And the nurse, his nurse, was like, "Oh my God!" and checked me both arms and checked me, and she's like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "It's this," and I checked both times, and he said, "We're calling. What's your doctor's name, Eldon? What's your family physician?" And I told him his name, where it was at, and all this stuff. And my psychiatrist called my family's physician's office and got me an appointment, doctor to doctor. Talked to my doctor for me. That's how great a guy this guy is. Worried about me. And got in there. He prescribed me some meds, 2 meds, and turned back around from there. Or prescribed me a med, turned back around from there, got me an appointment in a couple of days. So I went back up here from West Virginia, back to southeast Ohio, and went to the pharmacy, got my meds, took them. He said, "Calm the fuck down, Eldon. Calm down. If you got a problem, go to the emergency room. If you feel this, faint, sick, dizzy, all this stuff, go to the emergency room." I said, "Okay, I'll calm down. I'll eat some meals, I'll take my meds, I'll try to calm down." Because usually taking my nightly meds and my morning meds for my mental health stuff really calms me down. Well, they weren't working so good for calming me down. So I ended up doing that a couple days later, seeing my family physician, and he gave me another script for pills. And I was on 2 high blood pressure medicines. And say about 2 weeks later, I was on stream. I was like, "I feel horrible, guys. I just don't know what's going on. I'm going to go to the doctor's tomorrow if I don't feel better." And I was crying about it, like I have been crying. Think about it. Just an epiphany just hit me. It was the same way it was what I'd been the last week or so. And or actually a couple weeks, or longer than that, month, saying this long toxic lithium toxicity, and turned back around from there. I got off stream that day, and I almost passed out. I was just awful. I was like, I gotta get some gumption. I was totally drained, and go to the doctors. And I ended up the next day. I called the called the emergency squad, had them pick me up, take me to the emergency room, and I went through a whole nother rigmarole there. But I told them to check my lithium levels, And the guy was like, "You really got it. You're on it. Your lithium levels are high, but it's not the same for everybody." And he gave me a whole line of shit. So anyway, so it was my blood pressure medicine that caused me not to get rid my body not to get rid of lithium, which caused me lithium toxicity, which caused me to be in a hospital 3 days, IVs. I have so many IVs, and just totally just flushing my system. And after I got out of the hospital, went back on a lower dosage after I talked to my psychiatrist again, lower doses of medicine, and turned back around from there. Uh, uh, Got my lithium levels still high, and we ended up cutting my dosage again and trying to get it down a little bit more. So, I've it's been an ordeal since November, this whole last 8 months, and I thought I was still suffering with some of the side effects of that lithium toxicity. Come to find out, it's another one of my medicines, Wixella, my inhaler for my COPD that I take twice a day that I spoke about, was caused me those problems. Now, I'm on, let's see, 5 or 6 meds. I used to be on more. And you start having a problem somewhere, and you don't know where to put your thumb on it. You gotta kind of solve it, try to figure it out. And then now I got so many doctors, I gotta figure out which doctors that's associated with. My family physician, my pulmonologist, my psychiatrist. Who does this medicine belong to? So, with that's why it's very important for you to take notes, to have an advocate. I talked about an advocate yesterday. Somebody you can bounce ideas off of, somebody you can talk to, be it your partner, your spouse, your girlfriend, your siblings, your parents, somebody. Then you help keep track and keep a record of this, because if you, like I would have gone into a coma, then somebody would have to tell the hospital, well, he's on this and he's on this, and check out this. He was worried about it. So when you're on that much medicine, you really need help. And if you got a parent or something like that, somebody, a loved one, a partner, you really got to get involved. Not so much telling them what medicine to take and not to take, but how are they feeling? How are they doing? Are they taking the meds? Are they taking the right amount of meds? Kind of like a kid, but these medicines are very strong nowadays. You got to be very careful, and to help figure it out. You can't, when you got your mental facilities, you're not functioning properly, and you got medicine that's causing you to not think properly, let alone the baseline ADHD or anxiety, or bipolar for me, or PTSD. It's hard to figure out what's going on. So taking notes and explaining things and keeping up with your doctors. See your doctor's appointments. Go see them at your appointed times. Keep up on them. It's very important. If you want to get better, if you want to stay healthy, this is no joke. And it has been an ordeal. And I have put you guys through it for, I don't know, 8 or 9 months now. Me not feeling good, going to the doctors. I did a bunch of remodeling and stuff like that, so I was offline for a little bit of that time. 3 or 4 months I was offline. And I was in really, really rough shape. So when I was back in November and December. So I'm doing much better. Comparatively now, I'm healed, but I'm not healed. I'm doing much better. So I think I'm glad I'm narrowing it down, figuring it out, seeing what's going on, taking notes, talking to my doctors, and keeping up on everything. Very important. So this is a chronic illness. It is something that's not going to go away. something I got to deal with every day. My COPD and my bipolar and my PTSD and my general anxiety disorder, my anxieties and all that stuff. So it's important to have people that love you in your life, that wants the best for you, and try to help you. So don't push them away. And when you're out there, your parents or something like that, they're scared. They don't know what's going on. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to be stuck in a nursing home. They don't want their money taken from them. They don't want to be abused mentally and physically. Because there's people out there that does that every single fucking day. I hear it. I've seen it. It's the truth. You love your parents, your family, somebody you care about. You got to figure it out. Sacrifice some time and effort, phone calls, and help them through it. Maybe it's your dad, maybe it's your mom, maybe one of them passed away, maybe they're divorced, they're single. Really pay attention. You extend their life considerably by helping out and being a part of their, not being bitching and moaning. Why did you eat this McDonald's? Your cholesterol levels 5 million. Don't preach to them and bitch at them and everything else. Work with them. So figure out better ways to do stuff. Cook meals for them. Take meals over to them. Something tasty. Something easy. We all know that we don't want to eat McDonald's. Or we want to eat McDonald's. It tastes good and it's easy. But nowadays it's expensive. So I rambled on about my little history. So I feel better, guys, and I'm very thankful. I'll give you all history for those that weren't in here. There's somebody made a comment the other day where they were having a lot of problems with their medication. And I thought about that just as I was standing here, and I was like, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to explain it to show that I have gone through a lot with it. I have gone through a tremendous, that's just this last 9 months. I have gone through tremendous heartache and pain and suffering for my medication. So it takes work, and this mental health stuff or this medical stuff, it's a science, but it's not an exact science. It isn't going to be this is going to cure you right here now. It's this treatment that's going to cure. We're going to treat all these things, and within that, we're going to get that area, and you should do better. It is not an exact science. So, by far. So, you just have to work with them, doctors and everything else, and do what the doctor says, but use some common sense. It takes effort. But you can't give up. Don't give up. No matter what, don't give up. Because miracles do happen. You do heal. You do get better. We have inherently received this wonderful body that can do miraculous things. All I'm doing as I mixed all this up. 3 cups of flours. Oh, it's all over me. This stuff is hell getting off your clothes, getting off towels. Our bodies can do some pretty great things. Healing. They can heal. Heal! I said that. Heal! This Sunday. So don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Because attitude can take over the world, take over the universe. This is not going as well as I thought. Okay, it's kind of a circle. Kind of, we'll let it be. Let it be. This is a disaster. Let it get on you and never get off in 100 million years. I've lost shirts because of it. I love bread. I've eaten too much bread the last couple of days since I got back from the grocery store. Oh, that away, it's a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna get mad at it. Just take it. Here's that guy's Swedish chef. He's pounding on there, flour's going everywhere. Let's see what I do. Not enough flour. Last time I covered it up. That was a waste of oxygen. What a mess. Really, tell me what the purpose of that was. Other than a story. Some story about getting dough all over the kitchen with flour everywhere. Get off my finger. Go. Get away. And do not grab that with your fingers. There's a lot of dough. I only put a little bit more water in 3 cups of flour. That's what it called for. That's what I put in there. Now, I haven't read the instructions, and I'll probably screw this all up. 1.5 hour, then 12 minutes. I gotta read the instructions. All from memory. Oh, 12. 12's the next step. But I haven't been forgetful, short-minded, lack of sleep. A little bit of dish soap here. Clean some of this dough before it sets up into some tarnation mess. Smells good. I love the smell of dough. Yeast. Must be related to beer or something. I don't know. Hops and beers. Alright. I didn't get all the suds off. My dad would mean bad. Gotta get all the soap off of it, boy. Yes, Father. Yes, Father. Look at that rag. It'll never be right again. Never be right. Change this water out already. I got some of it out. Alright, making a mess. water's running good. I changed the water filter in the house the other day. Got a lot more water pressure. Okay, let's read the instructions. Ha 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 ha. Sweeping the floor later today. Mopping, scrubbing. World's easiest easiest yeast bread recipe. Artesian, no need. I needed it a little bit. 3 cups of flour. Yep. Refrigerate. Take chill out. If you refrigerate dough per above, leave the bowl on the counter. 45 to 60 minutes. Oven is preheating. Cold dough does not rise as well. Well, we did a half hour. Put Dutch oven. We did that. Preheat to 450, 230 degrees Celsius. We did that. 30 minutes prior to baking. We did that. Next page, please. Shape dough. Sprinkle and service 1 tablespoon. Scrape dough out of bowl. Sprinkle top with half a tablespoon of flour. I say I use a little bit more than that. Not a whole lot. Using dough scraper or anything similar shape, cake server, large knife, spatula, fold the sides inwards. I did that. About 6 folds. What I do, about 15. To roughly form a roundish shape. You wanted to stay kind of an oval football kind of thing. You wanted to try to run off the counter. Don't be too meticulous. I was. You're about to deform it. It's more about deflating the bubbles in the dough and forming a shape you can move. We got it. Transfer the paper. Slide a large piece of parchment baking paper, not wax paper, next to the dough. Then flip the dough upside down onto the paper, icing down, smooth side up. Slide, push it towards the middle. Then reshape it in the roundest shape. Don't get it too hung up on shape. In fact, lopsided, which is us. More ridges, more crunchy bits. I love crunchy bits, so we're doing good on that part. Dough in pot. Remove piping hot Dutch oven from oven. I did. Use paper to place dough into pot. Place lid on. We did that. Bake 30 minutes. We got 21 minutes to go. Covered, then 12 minutes uncovered, or until deep golden and crispy. Cool on rack for 10 minutes before slicing. Where's my rack? Alright, making progress. Oh, that's already caked on there. Get the scraper out. Jiminy crickets. I told you that stuff's just vicious. Doesn't want to get off nothing. Alright, all about fridge and wholesome meals and all that good stuff. Done. You just got to finish cooking it. Alright. They really go into detail about explaining all that too. What is a refrigerator? For those that don't know. We're going to do the cold peanut butter noodles and let dinner be hot. The main course is the stir fry, cold peanut noodle salad. 12 ounce of whole wheat spaghetti or other noodle of choice, 2 tablespoons toasted sesame seed oil, 1/3 of purple cabbage. I got some purple cabbage. I spent $6 between my discount on my point refund. Everything else, I got cabbage, I got onions, and I got peaches. $6. It was a steal. I ran out of the store like my ass was on fire. It was a deal. 1 red pepper, thinly sliced bell pepper, 1 large cucumber peeled and sliced into matchsticks, 1 large carrot peeled and grated, 3 slices of green onions. That's just for the shit. That's just for the shit, man. I say we start cutting all that shit up. Cutting all those delicacies up and shit. We're talking about food here. Let's lay off the language, Eldo. Cutting all that stuff up. And we'll get the sauce together. Then we'll cook the pasta. And the peanut sauce is half a cup of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of chili sauce, garlic sauce, 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice, 3 garlic cloves pressed with garlic press or grated. We're going to have to grate ours. 1 tablespoon of ginger root grated, 2 to 4 tablespoons of warm water. Alright. We're going to have to, one step at a time. Okay, what the pasta we're going to use is this kind, Farfalle. I have it, I bought it, they gave it to me during COVID. It's still good until 27. But we're going to use it. It is hard to eat though, and kind of weird shaped. I got like 3 boxes of it. It was hard to eat. So we're going to do that. That's that. So what else we got here? 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. Get the sesame seed oil, $13 for that little thing. I do like this stuff. I put it on everything. It tastes so good. I suppose that's why it's $13. And again, little sesame seeds, trying to get the oil out of it. Voila! Okay. 1/3 of a purple cabbage thinly sliced. We need a bowl. I'm going to use this bowl. We're running out of room, sir. Need one of those. Bell pepper. Those are already getting soft. I just cut them the other day. And cucumber. And a large carrot. And a lime. My lime's gonna get ate. Who put the lime in the coconut and stirred it all up? Who put the lime in the coconut? And that lemon is going south. Alright. 1/3 of a purple cabbage. To me, that's kind of a small cabbage. It says red cabbage too, by the way, people. It says red. Get the Whopper chopper. Whopper chopper. Alright, what are we doing with this? Alright. Compost pile. I got nowhere to put it. I guess that is enough. There's a ton of cabbage. Put that in the bag with the other one. Okay. Ooh. All right. I've seen this on Struggle Mills. Push that in. Takes it right off. It's a bit old. We'll rinse that off. Did I mention I haven't cooked this recipe? I cooked just regular old cold peanut noodles. Or noodles and peanut butter. That turned out well. Oh, I forgot the sticker. I cut the sticker. What a goober. Not an idiot, a goober. What's calling yourself names? Chuck Norris. Bruce Lee made a statement that says, "Watch how you talk to yourself. Your brain doesn't know that you're joking around and you're not being serious. Your brain thinks it's serious. So when you say you're an idiot, you're stupid, all these things, you're telling yourself those things, and yourself is believing those things. So don't do that. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself." It's a true story. I read it. I thought it was very enlightening. It's very true. Are these the hot ones? No. Tastes good. So talk nice to yourself. Don't say horrible things. You're an idiot. You're stupid. You're only destroying yourself. You say, "I don't care, Eldon. You're just telling me shit. I don't care." Well, would you like it one of your enemies destroyed you from the inside? So you telling yourself bad things and tearing yourself down, so letting one of your enemies win. So don't do that. It's a lot of cabbage. Glad I cut back on that. Six minutes on the bread, I almost forgot. Yes, I'm peeling it. You never see me peel potatoes. Carrots are good for you. Were you supposed to grate those? And grated. Well, I screwed that up, guys. Carrots are cheap. Oops. Oops. I think my sister liked saying that. Oops. That was an oops. Alright. Round 2. Read the instructions. Read the instructions. Alright. We can do this. We can do this. I believe. Compost pile. Waste. We wasted a carrot, guys. No mistakes, just happy little mistakes. Happy, happy. Oops. Oops. It was an oops. A boo-boo. A boo-boo. Some of you may not know that. Yogi the Bear. Ooh, boo-boo. Way back in the day. My parents watched it. I watched it because we had black and white TVs. Because we were poor. Alright. Graded. Graded. Not that small. It must be that one. Much more edible. Much more edible. Very hot, smell very good. Alright, 12 minutes on the bread. Okie dokie. That's good. Alright. Matchsticks. Let's read the instructions. One half of a large cucumber. Okay. With a little one. Peeled and sliced into matchsticks. I have an old cucumber. Not very firm. Not too much of a matchstick, but I like it. It'll work. Alright, now we're going to start the 3 sliced green onions. These look rough. Alright, there's that part. Clean some of this up here. Alright. Cleaning my mess too. What are we doing here? Toasted sesame oil, soy sauce, rice vinegar, brown sugar, chili sauce, lime juice. Alright. Four minutes on the bread. I can definitely smell some yummy bread. Alright. Getting stuff everywhere, guys. Just a mess today. All right. Take your breather. Make sure everything's working. All right. 2 minutes. I need a bigger kitchen. Doing all this cooking. I gotta grate the ginger. Cloves. 57 seconds. Hey, anyway, my childhood. Did have a good childhood. Alright. Don't melt Mr. Cade. That is very, very hot. Very hot. I say so, that is very hot. See, look at that. It looks good in there. Look at all them veggies. That looks good. A little bit much on the cabbage, Aldo. Yes, chat, I know. My belly was bigger than my eyeballs. Or is it my eyeballs are bigger than my belly? My eyeballs are bigger than my belly. Alright. 1/2 a cup of peanut butter, natural. Yo, natural peanut butter people. Look, I got room. I can move shit around. I love peanut butter. Before it was giving me heartburn. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on. Get my blood pressure up. We're going to need that again. Put that over there. 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil. Daggone it. 1 tablespoon, right? 1 tablespoon. That pot is hot. Burn the hair on my arm. 2 low sodium soy sauce. Soy sauce. I do love some soy sauce too. A little extra ain't gonna hurt nobody. Alright, it needs to go back in the fridge. That's where I keep it. 2 teaspoons of chili garlic sauce. Teaspoons, we want the real stuff. 2 teaspoons. We got it on the counter. A little bit extra. Make up for what's stuck to the spoon, stuck to the measuring cup. Alright. This needs washed and dried. Two teaspoons of chili garlic sauce, 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice. Ding ding, the cows are coming home. I have hollered for cows. They did not have bells on. One had a bell on it. She was like ancient. I worked on the dairy farm. Alright. We don't need that. Fresh lime juice. And take that, it's one of these little limes. Fresh citrus, I have discovered, really just brightens up a dish, really just brings it to life. I got some salmon, Atlantic salmon seasoned, and some other fish. It was at the grocery store. The salmon was real fancy, steakhouse, but it was buy one get one free, 2 in a pack. It means it went from $5 a piece to $2.50. So I didn't think that was too bad. But a little fresh lemon squeezed on my walleye or pollock. I think I got pollock. Pollock. I can't say it. Forgive me if it offends. A little bit on it. It's going to be marvelous. Beef at $7 a frickin' pound. Jiminy crickets. They eat something different than beef. Act like it's got a tariff on it. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. I forgot the rice vinegar. That is what this is, isn't it? Rice vinegar. Natural. It's supposed to be the good stuff. It was cheaper than the regular stuff. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. I keep it in the fridge too. If I could keep it over there with the other vinegars, I'll do that. This is going back in the fridge. This is going over with the oils. Alright. 3 garlic cloves pressed and grated, or grated. Pressed or grated. So I don't need this guy. Is it getting sprouts coming from it? I bought more garlic when I was at the store too. That's a good one. I like big chunks of garlic. Kind of like one of the mods in chat. She says, I put extra garlic in there. I was like, I love it. We gotta grate the ginger too. Alright. That is odd. Still. Alright. Devil's in the details today. Good morning, sis. How are you today? We got the bread. Made the bread. No need bread. You gave me that recipe. Made some more of it. We're on cold noodle peanut noodles. Cold peanut noodles. We're making the sauce. How are you, sis? How have you been? How was your road trip, your adventures with in-laws, outlaws? I'm doing pretty good. I did find out I was having some type of reaction to my inhaler for my COPD, my Wixella. It felt like all my muscles in my body for the last 8 months, and all my tendons were somebody was trying to pull them off my body. I was all stiff. Remember we talked about exercise and all that kind of stuff? Well, I missed a couple doses of it, and I missed a couple more of it because I felt better, and I'm like, well, that's it. That's why I'm not feeling good. I understand that. I felt horrible for the last 8 months, Liza. I felt absolutely like it was long. I think I might have talked to you about it. Long, toxic lithium toxicity, or silent lithium toxicity, lingering, long form. I have felt awful. I got to get hold of my doctor. I'm going to send him a message in the portal. I get to talk to him. He's a butthead. I really don't like him. My pulmonologist. This isn't the first thing with him either. This is like the 10th. But he's the only one. The other pulmonologist I've seen for my sleep apnea. And Mom and Dad said, oh, he's the best one they got there. And he's retiring. I am grating ginger and garlic. I don't skin the ginger, I just grate it. Everything always turns out all right with it. That's a lot. We're going to throw it in there. I do like ginger. And some garlic in there too. Alright. That's done. Sticky. Everything's sticky. Garlic is so sticky. Two to 4 tablespoons of water. Warm water. We'll hold off on putting that in there. Smells awesome. I do like smells like this, but it looks awful. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Down here, well, Holzer's going out of business practically. They're waiting for somebody to buy them. I found that out in December when I was sitting in the on one of the floors in the out of the emergency room, sitting in the bed. The guy, he was really cool. I liked him a lot. He was a doctor, nurse practitioner that rode around in the helicopters that did triage for people that was coming in for life flight. And he was the floor doctor. He got out of the helicopter and was on they put him in charge of the floor. And he was all him and I talked. I showed him pictures of me skydiving and everything. We just got along like you wouldn't believe. He liked me a lot. He did. He liked me a lot. He took. I had extra privileges because of him. Well taken care of. But he told me they were looking for a buyer for Holzer. He told me all kinds of things are going on, everything. I mean, just all kinds of technical stuff about the hospital, about everything. Like it was the top secret stuff. And I'm like, I'm going out of my mind. I'm almost poisoned here. Or I was poisoned, almost dead. Oh, that's good. All right. Yeah, Dina owns everything now. I am making, if you go to my Discord, oh, you haven't made it to my Discord. I'm making stir fry egg roll, which is the main course I'm making next. Okay, and right now I am making cold peanut noodle salad. And okay, what I needed here for the noodle salad, which is all these guys here, all these vegetables. You can get a good look at that. It smells awesome. And all those vegetables consist of 1/3 of purple cabbage, it's a red cabbage, 1 red pepper thinly sliced, a bell pepper, 1/2 large cucumber peeled and sliced into matchsticks, 1 large carrot peeled and grated, 3 sliced green onions. That was what was in the bowl. Now the peanut sauce is 1/2 cup of peanut butter, natural, unsweetened. I use Peter Pan, that's what I had, that's what I like. 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons low sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I forgot the brown sugar. 2 teaspoons of chili garlic sauce, 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice, 3 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of ginger root grated, 2 to 4 tablespoons of warm water. And I just put the warm water in there to kind of thin it out so it spreads on the vegetables. So it's a good sauce. It needs some brown sugar though. And I just bought some brown sugar yesterday. It was dark. It's supposed to be light. Oh. Alright. How much brown sugar? 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. That is some dark sugar. Alright, that needs washed again. That needs stirred again. No, it's not too late to write this. I'm not going to have an oops. Alright. That's going to fall off there and chop off my foot. Alright. Alright, now we gotta cook the noodles. Oh, did you get some of that dividend tea or whatever that was? That sounds awesome. I'm on a budget. I just spent some more money. It's driving me crazy. Spending money everywhere. Garlic parts in there. That should do it. This is going to take 15 minutes. You say 17 minutes. High in the microwave. Works out pretty well. Works out pretty well. Life hack. And it says mix all this together. We're going to move the bread to the kitchen table. What's that? Oh yeah. Look at all that flour dust everywhere. Oh, thank you, sis. It's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Now we got to make some more sauce. Alright, so we're going to set this over here by this. You guys hang out together. You'll be soon melded together as one. Alright. We need to make some sauce. Some more sauce. We're going to make a double batch. I like a double batch of this stuff. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. So we could use this little bowl guy. Okay, 3 tablespoons soy sauce. Thought this had sriracha sauce in it too. Fresh ginger again. Garlic. Green onions. Oh, I missed destroying my life today. Alright. Carrots. 1 large or maybe 1 medium. We're gonna Alright, see the semblance and all the ingredients, everything should go good together, go well together. So we want 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. One, two, three, Count Dracula. 4, 5, 6 if I didn't miscount. Fucking around. Teaspoons. One. 2. 3. Thank you, sis. Alright. Sesame seed oil, 1 teaspoon. A little bit of vegetable oil for me, a little bit of Pam. There's no sriracha in it. Must have been the thing I had. As Dad says, sis, follow the recipe. Looked at that like, what the strange thing is that? I got maple. I got the good stuff, the Bob Evans maple sausage. Extra buck. All right. Cooking with fire. All right. That's what that's for. We're on the move. My knuckles are too big. Baling too much hay in my uke. Slopping the cows. Hey, microwave, you can sit there for a minute. Thought I didn't cut my nails this morning like I wanted to. Alright. You want to pull those spines out of there. I call them spines. These are not that good of a cabbage. My microwave saying the noodles are done. We'll get them. They needed to set anywhere for a minute or 2 or 15. All right. Probably an easier way to do this, but this is how I do it. I mix everything up. And those spines, the big thick ones, get them out of there. They're tough. Now I cook mine a little bit more than what the instructions say. Now I got to mess to clean where that cooks down. Ooh, my belly turned it up. Don't want to use that, it's got goop on it. Alright. Now I got goop on this. Alright, Noodle. You're definitely done. So I got this. Put the noodles in. Dishes are stacking up. Alright. Just needs ice down for a minute. Noodles are cool, not overcooked. Actually, could have cooked another minute. Holy shit, I got groceries. And some cheap ice cream. Alright. Best cleaning. Sorry guys, trying to get this caught up. I'd say it's wilted down pretty good the way I like it. Things melted. Now to clean off the stove a little bit. All right. I had stuff flying everywhere today, guys. I was a crazy maniac cooking. I can go over here. I think you guys watched it enough. Looks good. All right. Several bowls. I was going to make garlic butter, but I'm tuckered out, guys. That looks better. Should have cut some of them red cabbage a little bit finer. I have faith. I haven't had this recipe before. Does it need salt? Does it need salt? My sister says it's got enough soy sauce in it. It's got plenty of salt, Dildo. No more salt for you. That's what my sister says. She's been colluding with my doctors and my mother. And my father. No salt for you, Eldo. Alright. See? Those are the peanut butter noodles. Plenty of peanut butter on there. Very good. Can you see that? Very good. Turned out all right. That's the one I want to tear into. Egg stir fry egg roll without the egg roll. It's very good. Should I be uncivilized and use the same fork on both of them? Yeah, I understand. I was low on salt for a while there. My body was removing all that lithium, and I was low on salt. They don't know for real. Oh, I need some bread. Get my bread knife. All right, picture perfect. Can you see, guys? Look at that. Stir fry egg roll. Picture that as garlic. Garlic, salt, garlic or butter all over that. And the noodles. Alright, break time. Jiminy Cricket, was that a feast? I want to be busy on this for a while. Extra lemon or lime. Who put the lime in the coconut and stirred it all up? Ah. Well, thank you for being here, guys. I'm going to try some of this. We'll chit chat if you want a little bit. Hang out for a minute. I just need to catch my breath. I'm covered in sweat. That stove is still hot from having the oven on. It's hanging over that pot that was hot. Curious. That is very fresh. Taste the peanut butter with the ginger and the garlic. A little too much garlic. There's a real rooty, hanging out with that red cabbage. Got a very vegetarian taste to it. Very vegetable. It's very rooted. It's very good. Definitely Asian flair. I like it a lot. very good. Completely off the charts for different. Completely off the charts. Not at all my regular meal, my taste palette. Taste the cucumber, a little bit of carrot. Oh, then that garlic and the peanut butter and the ginger hang out in your mouth for a while. Oh, it is very good. Could have cut the cabbage better for sure. That is a winner. That was awesome. Very spicy. Very spicy. But a natural. Whew. Excuse me. How tough is the bread? It's very good. I'm worn out, guys. It whooped me. I need to shut the window and the door and turn on the air conditioner. So you just watched me eat for 10 minutes. Sorry. I was hungry. It tasted good. I approve this. I approve this message. I'll try a little bit of this. That quenched my appetite. Pardon me. Very good. Real light stir fry egg roll. Real light. Nothing overpowering. Just cabbage and the sausage. Very good. Pardon me. Well, guys, on that note, what time is it? 10 o'clock. This is a short one today. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Tomorrow, you're going to gear up for Monday. Edge of Fate. Or the Year of the Prophecy starts on Tuesday. From what I understand, things are going to be down early Tuesday morning. I don't know if it's 24 hours yet, but expect for it to be a long time. So relax, catch up on that rest. Get ready to dig in if you're going to do the day one tournament, the raid. Good luck in that. Everybody that's involved in that, good luck. I wish you the very best. And I hope you guys are just happy. I hope you're happy. You find peace in yourself. When you find peace in yourself, you can find peace in the things around you because you found it and you know what to look for in yourself. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, we're on for tomorrow, sis. Video conference at the usual time. What is that? We made it 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock now? 7? What time? 7? Yeah, 7. Perfect. 7 p.m. I will be there in my stream dream room. Very happy. Let James know I'm going to run the laptop for the Destiny. Get going on that. I think I figured out everything and have everything I need to be able to do chat and be able to play on my new laptop. So my Xbox is in there, but I'm waiting on parts. So I'm excited. Guys, the most important thing is, I can tell you, life is what you make it. And what I mean by that, you have a decision. Something bad happens, let's say you get sick. Or you can be mad, oh, I'm going to miss work and I'm going to miss this and do that. Or you can be saying, well, hey, I needed rest. I needed to relax. I've been overdoing it. Attitude. In your point of view, a positive point of view and a positive attitude, like I said, will take over the world. It will change your life. Every time you see that negativity creep in, try to get a hold of you, squish it, and try to help the people. Say, hey, look at that different, do that different. So I wish you the best, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. See ya.